got the Heisman to talk about. And it would be a disservice. It would be irresponsible of us to not just give you our prediction real quick here for our Heisman Trophy finalists and then who we think is ultimately going to win the Heisman Trophy. I got 4 finalists and then a winner of those 4 finalists. Here's how I'm breaking this down, though. To win the Heisman Trophy, I think you need 2 major factors. 1, opportunities to ball. What I mean by that is, like, you have to be in a good system or a good situation to be able to put up good numbers and to have a lot of production. I love Diego Pavia, but the reality of it is the way that system is designed at Vanderbilt, they're going to run the football a fair amount. He's not going to go for 4,000 yards through the air. He might, but it would surprise me. That's not what the system is built to do. Second thing you need, late stages, right? Late stages. In the month of November, that's when the Heisman Trophy is won. One nice little runway, nice little build up in the months of September or October, but by November, that's when you play your best football. And you better play your best football with everyone watching. How many games do you have where everyone's watching? We'll break it down right now. First Heisman finalist to unpack, Dante Moore at Oregon. Listen, man, the last 2 quarterbacks at Oregon, Bo Nix and Dylan Gabriel, both showed up in New York for the Heisman Trophy. It is very clear. Speaking to system, if you do what Will Stein says, you do numbers, you win football games, people watch your games, you go to New York. Pretty straightforward. I told you the schedule is very workable. No Ohio State, no Michigan for Oregon. They're going to be, I think, more talented than everyone they play in the regular season. There is nothing that Dylan Gabriel or Bo Nix physically did that Dante Moore can't do. There's no oh man, but just like Bo Nix can throw that route to the field. So Dante Moore has all that talent and then some. I'm not saying he's more talented than Bo Nix, but I'm just saying he has those tools to run the system at the highest level. So that's one part of this. The other part of this is the moments. He finishes in November with USC at Washington, then I think he's going to play in the Big Ten title game. If he balls on those 3 stages, Dante Moore, take a bow. Heisman Trophy will be yours. Now, Lenorris Sellers, I just told you all of the prerequisites I have. He's kind of a rule breaker in this way because I think that his schedule, it presents some opportunities. I don't love South Carolina in those games. But remember, when Jaden Daniels was just ripping off huge games at the end of 2023? Travis Hunter, same thing. Colorado was in the college football playoff hunt, but, didn't break that way. Neither of those dudes played for teams that made the playoff, but they were just so freaking good where you're like, we all have eyes, right? I'm pretty harsh on Heisman Trophy voters. I think a lot of them don't do their due diligence and watch the football games and watch those players. I think they kind of just box score scout. But even if you're just box score scouting, Lenorris Sellers, I think, is going to do crazy numbers this year. Crazy numbers. So he's going to be a Heisman Trophy finalist. Jeremiah Smith, I feel the same way about Jeremiah Smith as I feel about ice cream sandwiches. They're always good. They're good anywhere. All right? I'll eat an ice cream sandwich in a blizzard, dude. It still hits different. Summer day in July. You always go with an ice cream sandwich. Jeremiah Smith is the ice cream sandwich of college football. New quarterback, don't care. New play caller, care even less. He's going to have triple coverage. Cool, throw it to him. Ice cream sandwich, good all the time, good anywhere. He has a chance now, stage-wise, for his campaign to get rolling November 1 against Penn State. That'll have a lot of eyeballs. And then, obviously, the game against Michigan and the Big Ten title game, which I think they will win and play in, will be very, very big for his Heisman candidacy, and will have a lot of eyeballs. Now, last finalist here before we tell you our winner, Garrett Nussmeier. I told you about him earlier in the show, man. He threw for 4,000 yards with no run game. He's got a running back behind him with dislocated toes. Assuming that's not the case this year, he told us SC Media Days the run game will be better. That's only going to set him up for more success. And his weapons are ridiculous. Again, going back to Media Days, he told us we don't have a receiver that runs under or that runs over a 4.4. Excuse me. Even if he's capping, even if he's lying to us, that's still pretty impressive for it to even be potentially true. And even if it's not true, I love Barry and Brown. I love Nick Anderson. I love Aaron Anderson. I love Trey'Dez Green. There's a lot of pieces there for him to throw the football to. I think he'll have a huge year, his second year in the system for Joe Sloan. And then in terms of stages, I think they're going to play for and win the SEC championship. So there's that for you in terms of stages. Now, the winner of the Heisman Trophy, for those of you that want to put in your bets right now, it's kind of been a quarterback award over the course of the last few years. I know Travis Hunter won it last year, but it's usually a quarterback award historically. The last true receiver to win the Heisman Trophy was Devontae Smith during that COVID year, right, for Alabama. how did he get utilized? Pretty much every single way you could utilize a wide receiver. Line him up in the slot, put him in motion, put him in the backfield. Jeremiah Smith, I think, will have that level of usage this year at Ohio State. A big reason why his receiver coach now calling the plays. You don't think a former NFL wide receiver in Brian Hartline's not going to throw the ball a little bit more? You don't think Julian Sayin, his first year as the starter, or Lincoln Kingholz, I don't care, the first year as a starter, when it's 3rd and 7+, who are you throwing the football to? Who are you trying to throw the football to? Probably that Bionicle on the far left hash, wearing number 4, right? So, we're going to see him do huge numbers. They're going to move him all over the field. I think that when you watch them against Notre Dame, where you sent him in motion on the goal line and he got that little swing pass to get in the end zone, that to me was kind of a preview to the movie we'll get in 2025. Jeremiah Smith, it's hard for receivers to do it, but he's different. He's special. He will win the Heisman Trophy in 2025. Go ahead and lock that in out there in Las Vegas.